do a real quick back and forth. Hey, hi, I'm Marty Janeski. I'm your host for Local Sports Wrap Up. Today is June 3rd, and it is my mother's 91st birthday. I know where I'm heading right after I film this. So happy birthday, Mom. We had a little celebration Sunday, but 91, and her brother's 94 and has a full head of hair, and so hopefully I got that side of the family. At 65, I'm still going. So happy birthday, Mom, and I'll be seeing you in a minute after we film here. Like I said, it's Tuesday, June 3rd, and we got a lot to talk about, and I got so little time. So we will start with an interesting factoid. Districts and state finals are heading all over the place. The state finals were last week for track and field. And downriver, locally, we sent about 100 kids to the state finals, and 26, 5 of them, and 2 relay teams, so that would be 5 and 8, 13 kids got state titles, and 26 others got all-state recognition. And Grosville's Sam Vesperman, he took home the Division II state title in pole vault for the 3rd consecutive season. So Sam apparently in D2 is the only guy that can get over the pole. He cleared a height of 14.7 with the pole vault on his first try, and that's the same height when he won the title last year. But there was also, Grand Rapids Christian Zach Hardemeg. He cleared it also, but he cleared it on his 2nd attempt. So they gave the state title to Sam. Is it Sam or Same? S-A-M-E. Interesting. Sammy? Who knows? Trust me, the guy in the awards business, when we see names like that, we think it's misspelled. But anyway, his personal record at the Metro Classic last year, he had 15.3, Sam. So he was capable, or Sammy, he was capable of more. But he comes home with a team champion. No school locally had more success than River Rouge. Hey, their boys team finished state runner-up in D2. They finished the day with 38 points, and they were only 6 behind Parma Western. 2 studs on their team, Jaden Melton and Don Paul Keith. They competed side-by-side in the 100-meter, finished 1-2 overall. So state title for Melton comes after he placed 8th in the 100 meters last year. Good for him. Keith, though, did earn a state title later. He won the 200-meter. He's a senior. He finished first in that event at all 5 meets he competed in this spring. New Boston had a state qualifier in 4 different events. Hunter Mihal, he got the D2 state championship, let's see, in the 400 meters. And try to roll through these kids while we're going here. He was also involved in 2 of 3 relays that Huron collected all-state recognition. They were runner-up in the 4x200. Ryan Anderson, Jordan Stasic, and Sean Folkwine. And then Folkwine had 3 state qualifying relays. He placed 5th in the 4x400. And let's see, the 4x100. So Folkwine, Kyle Biller, Lucas Coons, Dylan Hudskins, Jamil Brown. Then 110-meter hurdles, Hudskins got more all-state, placing 3rd. Brownstown Woodhaven finished 20th out of more than 50 schools. Now, if we understand Woodhaven Division I, they cleaned up the Downriver League, and yet they go to states and they finish 20th out of 50 schools. It just shows you how strong the track and field is. They are the most well-rounded team downriver. And Maya Justice, she got the individual state title in the girls' long jump with a personal record of 19.5 1/4. It was 4 inches shy of the state record, so she just needed a little more hang time, and she'd have got herself a state record. But that being said, she was 7 inches clear of runner-up finisher Celeste Davis of Detroit Renaissance, another local. So congrats to Maya Justice. The boys in Woodhaven were represented in multiple events. Senior Nick Henson doubled down on all-state honors by finishing runner-up in the long jump, 22.8, and his cleared his last year event because he was at the state finals last year. He went 21.5, so he got 15 inches more than last year. But good job. And Dion Robinson also picked up a 4th place in high jump, clearing the bar at 6.6. This event also saw Wyandotte Roosevelt's Alex Emery round out the field of all-staters by placing 8th overall. Emery, he was one of 9 athletes who topped out clearing 6.3 in the high jump. It's the second time in as many years that the senior qualified for states in the high jump. It's an interesting concept, the high jump, because if you take a pen and you throw it into the ground, it bounces up and over. Not this pen, but, and that's the object when you do the backwards flop. They run and they hit on their leg, and it's supposed to propel them up over. I saw how it's made on the internet, and that's they were showing how to do the high jump. So the other state champion relay comes from Gabriel Richard. They hosted their second D4 regional trophy in as many years. Joey Calhoun, Derek Lesko, and brothers Nick and Antonio Sobush teamed up to turn in a top time of 44.19. And they finished runner-up in a 4x200, so they got a couple of all-state recognitions. And elsewhere for Richard, Jacob Ferdubinski capped off a list of all-staters with an 8th place finish in the 3,200 meters. That's running nonstop for 9 minutes and 40 seconds. No thank you. Wisdom Nwahoa on the field side of things finished 4th in the boys' long jump. 3 schools, Romulus Summit Academy, and Trenton each had 1 athlete earn all-state honors in the D2. Summit's Sean Wynn finished 8th in the 400 meters, and then he teamed up with Donovan Cruz, Marcellus Johnson, and Michael Iwu to place 4th in the 4x400 meter. And then Romulus's junior Deshaun Laird finished in 6th place in the 200 meters, and Trenton's Sophia Smith finished 7th in the 100-meter hurdles. You got to be top 8. Top 8 gets you into the state. I hope I didn't miss any names. Like I said, there were 26 kids that qualified for all-state, and 5 individuals that won something. Now, if we get into the softball, no surprise that Allen Park cruised to the District 1 trophy with wins over Crestwood. At Taylor, they got the 3-day slate of games started on Saturday by needing only 3 innings to pick up a 16-0 win over Crestwood. So, aided by a dozen walks, the Jags were able to put up 7 runs in the top of the first before another 8 in the second, and finally 1 more in the third. If you're leading by more than 15 in the 3rd inning, that's a mercy. And if you're an umpire, those are the best games ever, having done umping for many years. And then they watched Taylor one up them in the offensive departing, setting a new season high mark. They won 24-9 over Dearborn. So then it came down to Taylor, and Taylor pounded out 23 hits over that 7 innings. And 10-run 4th inning and 8-run 7th. I'll eventually put that a mark. That's why that game didn't end early. And actually, Dearborn was winning 6-3 before they scored 10 runs in the 4th. Dearborn had the upper hand. And then Taylor, their offense got cooled off by obviously good pitching by Allen Park. It was the Jags needing only 5 innings to take care of the Griffins and formally clinch the district trophy. I do believe it's the, let's see, they scored 2 runs in the top of the first, Taylor did, but then that was it. Allen Park was able to put together runs, for a couple of 4-run rallies in the second and the fourth inning. Michaela Sitarski was signed for University of Toledo. She's top of the lineup. She went 3 for 3 with 2 RBIs. And the number 9 spot in the order, another U of M Dearborn signee, Lestat Guthrie, went 2 for 2 with a double, 2 runs scored. And then we got a Madonna University hurler signer, Philippak, 2 runs on 2 hits, 2 walks, striking out 8 Griffins. Up next, Allen Park continue this Saturday, June 7th, coming up. I'll be at a golf outing. First of 2 regional semifinals, the Jags will face an all-too familiar foe in Brownstown Woodhaven, which we will get to next. Woodhaven has won both meetings against Allen Park, and the last time they played it was 11-0. So we shall see how that turns out. Softball also in the other district that has anything to do with our area is Woodhaven. You got Roosevelt, Carlson, and it was Woodhaven that rolled on that one. The coach for Woodhaven, Ken Kroll, they wanted Carlson to win their district semifinals so they could have a chance at revenge, and they got what they wanted. They ended up with a 10-6 victory over Carlson to capture the title. Woodhaven is now 4 for 4 in district champs, so in softball the last 4 years. Unfortunately, it was the festivities began with Woodhaven defeating Roosevelt for a 3rd time this spring by a score of 10-0. The Warriors just needed 5 innings to dispatch of the Bears. Oh, stop it. It's my wife. She's going to a nursing home too. Anyway, 10 hits. They pounded 10 hits, a pair of triples and a pair of home runs. One of those homers was by starting pitcher Natalie Pridemore. She's signed to play somewhere, we know that. And her 2-run blast effectively ended the game via the mercy rule. And the 3 games played this week, 2 on Saturday in the final regular season tune-up versus New Boston Huron, Woodhaven scored a combined 38 runs. From what I was talking to Mike Schley about the game, he was saying that they didn't strike out much, but every ball they hit wasn't hit very hard, and when they did sting one, it went right to somebody, and the putout was made. So, Woodhaven, I mean, 21 wins for the Bears. That's the most they've ever gotten, 21 wins. So they're on their way up. But I'm going to say Allen Park and Woodhaven right now they didn't beat either one of those teams this season, and they've got a ways to go to catch them. But apparently the coach that has taken over that program over there is leading them in the right direction when you can get 21 wins. Either that or you got the talent, because I take some of the credit for going undefeated in bowling, but I know the girls do it all. Let's see. Carlson took care of Southgate 11-2. Got a 4-hit effort from Addison Skinner and Isabel Salas and Aubrey Owasco, each turned in 3-hit games. 9 different Marauders accounted for 17 hits. And, Woodhaven got off to a fast start, but big 4-run 6 that opened things up for the Warriors. So what we got next is what we just said. Woodhaven is going to play at least one more game. They're going to get Allen Park. But as their coach says, the girls played their tails off and they want to win. So they start working out hard in March, and it seems to be paying off. Another interesting thing on the Catholic League side of things is Cabrini ended Gabriel Richard's run of district crowns with their first title in a decade. And the interesting fact about all this is that Cabrini's record is 10-11. Now, if I don't mistaken this, yes, they are 10-11 now. So they took care of a strong powerhouse school. The first time Cabrini has hosted a district title trophy since 2015. And the last time they had beaten Richard in the sport as they snapped what was previously a 9-game losing skid. I mean, that's why they play the games. Surviving it, first of all, the Monarchs beat Inter-City. It was an all Allen Park thing, and basically, but Gabriel Richard's in Riverview. Inter-City, 8-5. Cabrini beat them. Lead changed twice in a span of 4 innings. Cabrini went up 3-0, went down 4-3, went up 5-4. Then they ended up going down 6-5 and then winning it late. And then this is the 7th time in the last 9 years that Cabrini and Richard met in the postseason, including 5 times in the district title game. Pitchers duel between Everham and Kynes. The later, I don't know Kynes' first name, but he pitched a no-hitter, helping push the Monarchs over the top by a 2-1 final. Pitched a no-hitter, but each team had 5 errors. And he did have to navigate plenty of traffic on the bases. He issued 5 walks, and both teams also combined for 5 errors, like I said. So now you've got Cabrini at 10-11, who will look to extend its playoff run tomorrow when they return to Gabriel Richard's Diamond, and they're going to have to play Plymouth Christian Academy, who finished the regular season ranked 4th. In division, what division, 4? Yeah, D4. So they're going to get rolled. But you would have thought that against Gabriel Richard, and they didn't. So next in line, we have D2 district champs, Trenton. And they had a tough division there. They had Huron in their division, Carleton Airport, and Flat Rock. And joining the hosts, Trenton Trojans. And they won victories over number 4 Huron and number 14 Flat Rock. The Trojans selected their 2nd D2 district championship in as many years. So that team's on the way up. So is their football team. Trojans started taking on Huron, slow run game, scored a 2-1 victory. And the finals to do battle with Flat Rock, who got a scare from Airport in the first semifinal on the day on Saturday after trailing by 1 run through 5 innings. Flat Rock got a game-tying sacrifice fly out of Jordan Godfrey to tie things up 3-3 in the bottom of the 6th. And then Landon Dwyer for the Trenton came through with the ground ball fielder's choice to plate Anthony Hernandez for the game-winning run. The district final was rather appropriate close affair, although it was officially wire-to-wire for Trenton. They needed to hold off a Flat Rock rally, and Flat Rock's got a solid program there too. Last year, I believe, they got all the way to the finals in football, so they've got a good program going on over there. In the bottom of the 4th, Trenton led 9-1. And they put up a key 4 spot in the home half, courtesy of a Ty Bergeron grand slam. But then, what happened was a Flat Rock. Flat Rock scored 3 in like the 5th, 2 more in the 6th, but they got them out in the 7th for the 9 thing. Now Trenton's 29-9, and they're back on their home field tomorrow, June 4th. They're back on their home field, and they will be playing Riverview, who earned their 2nd district title in 3 seasons on Saturday also. Trenton, they played a doubleheader early in the season, and Trenton won both ends of that. So we'll see how that goes. Another one, just D1. Edsel Ford shut out Lincoln Park and Allen Park to clinch the District 1 title. And they shut out both teams. Interesting, getting caught here. Strong pitching performances were the theme Saturday. Edsel Ford, 9-0 win over Lincoln Park, followed by a 1-0 win over Allen Park. The Thunderbirds walked away with the District 1 championship. 2nd such title in 2 years for Edsel. after not winning the one in the spot since 2018. So their program's on the way up. Eventually, it was a 10-0 win over. It says 9-0 there, 6 innings, 10-0. That makes no sense. Allen Park also rolled to a 10-0 win over Taylor. Their third head-to-head win in as many tries this spring. Similar to Edsel, the Jags ultimately used the big rally late to pull away. 7th run, 5th inning after leading 2-0 through 4 innings. And then the district final was a rubber match between reigning district champions after they split their regular season series during the Downriver League slate. Allen Park was officially tabbed as the visitors in the scorebook, even though they were playing at home. It's funny how that happens. It happened to a couple of teams in this. Edsel, they were able to ride their undisputed ace pitcher Ian Maness to the finish line. In addition to driving in the game's only run, an RBI double in the bottom of the first inning, Maness was dominant on the pitching mound. Senior allowed just 3 hits and 1 walk. He threw 91 pitches in a complete game, fanned 9 Allen Park hitters in the process. And it was the only damage given up by the Jags starter, Matthew Lieb, who scattered 3 hits and 3 walks over 5 1/3 innings. Easton Danowski came on to record the final 2 outs in the bottom of the 6th. So up next, Edsel Ford they're 19-13. They will continue their run through the D1 state tournament when they visit Livonia Franklin and take on the host Patriots tomorrow on June 4th. So it looks like they're going back to 1 game. They're going to play a game on the 4th and a game on the 7th. Where girls softball generally, they play back-to-back. I don't understand why, but I don't make the rules. What do we got? The last one we got Woodhaven getting through a tough district. They had Southgate Anderson in there. They had, let's see, and Corey Farner, by the way, the coach of Woodhaven, who I know personally because he comes into the shop. He got his 300th win, all with the school, all with Woodhaven. So I think that's pretty cool. And now he's got a kid playing on his team who was also, that kid was also on the Taylor World Series Little League champions way back, 4 years ago, 3 years ago, when the kid was 12? So that's pretty cool, too. He gets to coach his kid. They were out in their home field, and they've 14-2-1 in the month of May, and they've had to do more damage control than they wanted. Let's see. They ended up coming from behind with a 7-6 win over Southgate Anderson, needing extra innings to do so as well. The win secured Woodhaven their 7th district championship in a row, 7 for 7. They had to play Gibraltar Carlson, who they swept the regular series season from, but it was they won all the games by a combined 4 runs. They won those both games, but it was a tough, tight game here. They came out ahead 4-2 over the Carlson Marauders. They took their only lead in the bottom of the 5th with a pair of runs before adding the insurance run in the 6th. So that's how that first game played out. Game 2 of the day was the first eventual extra inning affairs. Southgate Anderson and Wyandotte Roosevelt locked in a pitcher's duel. An early 1-0 lead in the second held up for Anderson all the way until the bottom of the 7th, when Roosevelt in their final at-bat tied things up. It was not until the 11th inning when Anderson finally broke the tie on an RBI single for Johnny Pardo, followed by a sacrifice groundout by Logan Exter. That would be 2 runs. What did I say the final was? Maybe I didn't. Anyway, pitching otherwise dominated the semifinal matchups. Tying there 4-0, a chance to swing that 6-0. That's what he was starting. That makes no sense either. RBI hits. Yeah, I'm lost here on my own notes. Anyway, we're running out of time. Oh yeah, they were down 6-0 in the championship game. That's right. They were down 6-0. 4-0. they put the Titans up 4-0. RBI hits from Davenport and Lukowski for Southgate. They were up 4-0. It grew to 6-0 in the third inning. And then the kids came back. Pretty good stuff. That's right. I forgot about it. I read this earlier. Dante Perry delivered the eventual heroics with a 2-out base hit to left to plating Aaron Scott, and that was in the bottom of the 8th. So it was, they made the comeback 6-0, and then they took the lead in the bottom of the 7th. My bad. Yeah, I got it. I know I'm running out of time. So the last thing I could say is that tomorrow, Woodhaven continues when they host Monroe in a D1 regional semifinal game. They're hosting the regional finals as well as state quarterfinal games. So the Warriors will be part of that should they defeat Monroe, and they will play at their home court, which is cool. Okay, so next week we will see how far these local teams got, which will be fun to talk about. And we will go from there. It is warming up. The next few days are going to be hot, hot, hot. Turn on your air. Get a hold of me at localsportswrapup@gmail.com. Got to say happy 91st birthday to Cookie, my mother. And this show is dedicated to her. I am going to see her right when I get out of here. And that is where I'm headed. I'm Marty Janeski. It is June 3rd. And catch me next week here on Local Sports Wrap Up or on YouTube, where I post all the shows. Thanks for watching.